Okay, before I start, I just want to tell y'all a testimony that literally just happened. So, as I was back there worshiping God, praising Him, thanking Him for everything that He has done, the devil's in my ear telling me how bad that this is about to be and how I haven't changed and how I'm not doing better. You know, just that quick, the devil tried to steal my joy. But as y'all can tell, I'm up here about to do this. So, here we go. I actually started writing this morning in service because God kept telling me, you need to start this, you need to start this, you need to start this. So in the middle of service, I started it, and I broke down crying and walked out. I'm here to share my testimony because I am a walking, living testimony, blessed by God. My testimony started when I was a little girl, daddy's little girl at that. I wanted to be just like my dad. It didn't matter if it was hunting, fishing, him working on his car, and I had my toy car on blocks. Your average country girl. I had four-wheelers, dirt bikes, three-wheelers, go-kart. Boy, you couldn't tell me nothing. As I grew older, I started hanging with the wrong crowd. By 13, I got with Mark, who is now my husband, in June of 2008. So by the time school started back, I went for a few months and I dropped out because I thought I couldn't go without being around him. Not a second, better yet, 8 hours. I know, right? I was in love. Not too long after that, I started my journeys in and out of juvie, smoking marijuana, not caring until one day I ran into Mr. Dream and Miss Tammy at the Pottsville gas station where they said they was trying to get people for boxing. Well, you know my dad, he said, you love to fight, you're going to box. So every single day for months, rain, sleet, or snow, we was on our way to boxing on his motorcycle, ready to kick whoever's butt that came my way. Boy, I was a baby pit bull, no joke. I was state, national, regional champ in junior Olympic silver gloves. I was number one in the nation for my weight division, 24 wins, 2 losses. But that all stopped when I caught my first felony charge at 17. By 18, I knew I was on my way to prison with no cares in the world. Every day I was drunk, barred out, careless, not worried about nothing because I knew I was going. I sold so much drugs my life, I didn't care about nothing. I had a 2-bedroom duplex. I owned everything in it until March 13, 2013. Never will I forget the day, still remember like it was yesterday. After paying $5,000 for a lawyer and sitting in the courtroom from 8 to 6:30 p.m., which court closes at 5, for those of you that know. But that didn't stop my trial. Before they came with the plea, my lawyer offered me to go in the bathroom, and she would text me the offer, and if I didn't like it, I could take off out the door. But that day, I really realized I was done running from my problems. Whatever they had to offer, I was ready. I was tired. I didn't care. The only thing I cared about that day was the look on my dad's face when I was giving him a hug, and they handcuffed me before I got in the cop car. By the way, they offered me 36 months, but I guess somewhere in there, I didn't write it. Not one tear dropped down my face, but as to my dad's, he was broken. I told him I loved him and it would be okay. I would be okay. But did you think any of what I was saying mattered when his baby girl was going to prison? That day, that look, that minute, I realized right then I wasn't the one getting punished, but he was, because I didn't care, but he did. Instantly, I knew what I had to do. I wasn't going to be the person I was before I went in. As soon as I got in jail, I started fighting and doing everything I could to hurry and get sent off because they told me it would be months. I already didn't want to be there, so by March 28th, I was being woke up to roll up and get transferred. That day was one of the longest days of my life. I sat in a long hallway all day long watching inmates walk around. Finally, they called me in the office. Need I remind you, my hair was right above my behind. They put it in a ponytail that day and cut it off. I realized that was my pride and one of the hardest times in there. The other was when my dad came. I had no care in the world. I just sat there and I was lumped down. He was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, because you shouldn't have to see me like this, you know? And I barely talked. I just sat there lumped in the seat, not caring about nothing. I didn't go in there, or that was the only day that I cried the whole time that I was in there. I didn't go in there to make friends. I went in there to be better than I was. I hated myself. I then realized I was tired of letting my family down. Beside one of my friends, my dad, my mom, and my plug, the person I was getting all my drugs from, for those of you that don't know, was the only people that even attempted to write me the whole time I was in there. So, of course, what was I going to run to when I got out? I did 7.5 months, which really to me was the day I went in and the day I went out. Didn't none of the other time count. The day I got out, I just relaxed. The next day, I instantly went and got drugs. Need I remind you, I just said I was going to be better than I was. I wasn't going to do anything I got in trouble for before, nor hang around certain people. Well, that all changed when I started partying all the time, fighting everybody, and running around all the time. Again, instantly with the wrong people. People that love me, right? I thought I was smoking potpourri. For those of you that don't know, that's synthetic marijuana. And I was so zombied out. I didn't see how I acted. I never cared. I was so careless my whole life. After I started smoking and running around, all my goals instantly went down the drain. But I never had my DL. Every time the police see me, they pull me over. I didn't care. So February 2016, I finally went flat on my parole. For my PO to tell me I was still on probation because when I went to prison, they didn't violate my parole or probation. August 2016, I decided I was done. I was done with friends. I was done with life. I was just done. My hair was almost to where it was when I went to prison, and I went and got it chopped off. Need I remind y'all, that was my pride. From that point on, the new journey has begun. I cut my pride off. But this time, I had a choice, and that choice was for a change. I got in church in October, I got baptized, and haven't looked back. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm way past where I was. The devil tries to get me every day in every single way, but I've been resisting him, and someday he will flee. I'm the happiest I've been since I was a little kid. I'm sober since August. I very rarely even say a cuss word unless it slips up, seriously. And anybody that knows me knows I used to cuss like crazy. I was addicted to Black and Miles. I haven't had even one since November. I have no friends, and all of y'all's not my friends, y'all's my families, you know. So don't say y'all have friends. This year, I only want to be around people that love me, not the people that pretend to. I wouldn't even be close to who I am today without God and all of y'all that's here. That has encouraged me and kept me going. Y'all have all been so helpful to me and probably don't even realize it. I haven't been in trouble since I went to prison, but as of today, I'm still paying for all my mistakes. And boy, I tell you, that alone is nothing but the devil trying to knock me back. But I'm here to tell you I won't go back. I own my car. I finally got my driver's license. And the first time since I started church, I missed one Sunday morning and sometimes the afternoon. But God has my main focus now. Y'all tell me what God hasn't done for me. I work more hours than I ever thought I could with nothing but the grace of God. I don't need no drugs. God is my drug. I can do all things with Christ who strengthens me. I plan to get back in shape soon so I can go pro in boxing. Now here I am in 2017 putting back pieces from 2010. This time I'm doing it the right way with nobody but God on my side. As long as he is for me, who can be against me? My husband and I have the best relationship we've ever had, and it can only get better from here. A lot of people don't know this new me. I put my pieces back differently. All I got to say is if I, Sabrina, can do it, anybody that wants to can. It's a mind over matter. Keep God first, and everything you possibly want or ever will need will come. He might not come when you want him to, but he will always come on time. He makes no ways into ways, y'all. I've been redeemed. He set me free, and I'm so thankful for all of y'all.